Hello everyone, this is Vamsi from Nextbiggames, and today we're back with another interesting episode of promising puzzle games released on July 2026. So, what does promising puzzle games meant is nothing but games which are released in June or May and which are consistently being updated by developers. So, usually, what we usually observe is like if a developer launches a game and if it doesn't update in next 6 to 8 weeks in hybrid casual era, it's mostly dead. 98% of the cases. So if the developer is consistently working and consistently updating the game for some reason, then we call it promising usually, which has the potential to come to top charts very soon or has high potential to become a hit or something. So today let's see some promising puzzle games, okay, launched in July or June or May and which are consistently being updated. So first thing is nothing but bubble based games. So like our seeing bubble word jam, lot of innovative games are coming out, and one of the games is nothing but fish sort puzzle by Sai Cheese. So this is an interesting project where it has a matching philosophy. I tap on a specific colored fish in a bubble, and once I'm completely done clearing that bubble, it vanishes and new bubbles with new fishes would come out. So pretty interesting and unique style project. We haven't seen a lot of fish sorting games working out, okay, or fish matching games in market. So worth observing. And Shai Cheese is a very strong publisher too. So I mean, them constantly updating this game. Hopefully, something should be interesting, or they might have at least get one metric which is promising, so that they're pursuing this project. So if you, I mean, there are a lot of other games too in this report. If you're looking to get these kind of reports, you can mail us or message me on LinkedIn to become a paid or enterprise customer. And leaving this thing, let's see some other interesting games. Solitaire Association and card-based games. Recently, this is the biggest thing which I believe is going to happen. Not a huge trend, but recently seeing the success of Word Solitaires, lot of Math Solitaire games are coming out, and a good number of games are slowly scaling too. So that shows maybe Math Solitaire. Pretty sure Math Solitaire would not become such a huge trend like Word Solitaire, but it can become a mini trend where it can make some decent money. Maybe a 2 to 3 or $3 to $5 million project could be created with a solitaire maybe. So one project by Hicks Studio is pretty promising. I mean, like they're consistently working on this game. You need to think a bit about these projects too, and the way they show the numbers is pretty interesting too. The calculation result stuff and all. So that's worth noting down. And this is one of the thing what we've been observing. Match sort solitaires. Only a couple of games have released taken off slowly, but there is still opportunity if bigger publishers like Hicks Studio are coming onto this. So it's worth noting down. Yeah, I think let's see some sorting games. Or I think we cannot call this sorting. Okay, it should be a matching game. But this project really caught my attention because they've taken car match by Grand Games and did with super high quality execution, like on water with boats. So it's looking very satisfying for me. I believe like the boats, the ice on boats stuff and all. So I mean, this recent project they're working, so it's worth noting down to see like will it take off or what's gonna happen. So this is one of the interesting projects which I really liked, and I do call it promising because the game is looking solid and the developer is consistently updating the game. Yeah, I think everybody know Triple R, right? The one who makes every cat game with the successful idle games. So the same publisher is attempting a unique puzzle game too. So it's a move-based game where we need to clear the complete blocks. So we tap on a specific block and all the nearby blocks of that thing will change their color. Our objective is to completely clear the diagram or the structure within this thing. So this report was made on August 1st. Okay, I was very late to publish this video, so they might have gotten an update in August first week or second week. I don't know. So before August 1st or July last week, this was the last update. But them working consistently shows that maybe hopefully there is something happening, or we should wait and see. So this is one of the interesting and promising project for me. If you are building mobile games and want to scale your game without losing equity, PvX non-dilutive funding offers flexible growth capital specifically designed for game studios. Fuel your user acquisition campaigns while maintaining full control of your company. Get in touch with PvX Partners for more info. Yeah, leaving that, I do want to tell about these two games, okay? One game is nothing but hardcore or loop sort by Voodoo done with jellies. Squishy jellies that adds a different set of satisfaction if you see how the squishiness is somewhat. So Forest Technologies is working, and this is worth observing because the amount of updates are super high. The developer should have been seeing something interesting. That's why they're working on it, or something should be happening, which is promising most probably. So, leaving this another interesting sorting project. Okay, like I haven't seen. I mean, this game doesn't have so many updates, but I thought this is interesting because GameFi Mobile had some games published with Land Studios. I remember, not exactly sure, but a very interesting way of using this thread to sort these things. So I loved the innovation of this game, okay, slightly compared to our regular sort games. That's why I kept this over here. So do check out Link Associations too. Now after that, yeah, Pig Loop is another interesting puzzle where the developer released it on June and he's keeping on consistently updating it too. I mean, not big too, but the way the animals move, it's a different kind of satisfaction. Instead of cars, okay, cars out by Rollick, they're doing that with farm animals. So since he's working continuously, it's worth noting down like something might happen, or maybe a high quality execution of farm animals in car sort kind of mechanics might work. Maybe should wait and see. But because every day more than 50 to 100 games would be released, and as of July and June, I saw more than 5,000 games released. Okay, out of those 3,000 to 5,000 games, more than 96% of games won't even get its third update or second update. So what I'm trying to show you that very few promising games which are continuously being updated by developers. That 1 to 2% games, that 200 to 300 games which developers are consistently pursuing and all. So let's see some This Is Blast inspired games. I think everybody know this Rotate Labs game, right? A lot of companies attempting the same project, and we're seeing some consistent updates. A lot of people are aggressively betting on it. So we should wait and see if this is the next Pixel Flow, something like that, because the company recently raised funding too. So could Rotate Lab become next Loom Games? We should wait and see. But it's the same project. I mean, like here and there. This is another Rotate Lab project, and this is another Pixel Flow project. Just because even in June month, new Pixel Flow projects are coming out, which developers are aggressively working on. I just wanted to show that. That's why I mentioned this game here. For some reason, in July month, I've seen a lot of logic puzzles coming out, and a lot of people who are making logic puzzles are consistently working on it too. If you see Cross Clue Logic Puzzle by MCZ developers, this game is nothing but close to the Lions game. So there's not huge change, okay, but they're consistently updating it, so they might have seen something interesting. But I really love this game, okay, like Enigmic crime puzzle cases by Infinity Games. This game has too many updates, and it's a very good innovation. They combined logic puzzle with Minesweeper, or this Miyadoku puzzle. So very smart and unique innovation. As I told you, Infinity Games is one of the companies which I really love a lot. They take very unique twists and very simple innovations on a lot of things. So this is worth noting down. I have a strong gut feeling that this game would slowly scale to some level. Yeah, this is another project in the same style, like Line Studios. So I'm not mentioning, I won't spend more time on this, but Logic Trail by Casual Games. Yeah, this is another interesting puzzle, same like Infinity Games, okay, with slightly different approach. You solve a crime here. So this game is also worth noting down. I mean, like they give instructions in the bottom, combination of Miyadoku and logic puzzles. Yeah, leaving this, these two are some of my favorite games. Okay, both of them are consistently being updated. So one is, I think our next big ideas.ai, our tool made the same idea 2 3 months back. It has taken mixture of Bubble Word Jambalaya and what is that game? Fruit Much by Brave Stars. So pretty promising puzzle, and Fogo Games is really a big publisher too. So worth noting down if this can become an interesting sub trend in Bubble Word Jam. And coming back to this game, I think it's more like color block jam with word puzzle. So maybe word games do have high LTVs. So maybe if somebody can crack a color block jam with word mixture, that could be pretty promising too. And this is very interesting to observe. I mean, the way this game is growing, not growing, okay, sorry, the way the publisher is consistently updating and betting on this project. So I'm pretty unsure if this project, whatever I'm telling right now, will work or not. But there is consistent effort from the developer, so something should be pretty much happening. That's my theory. So this is another interesting game. It's more like arrows but done with cats in a cute way. So it has 6+ updates, but we should wait and see how big this would become. If you want all the games, all the reports what we make monthly, you can do get in touch. If you have a mobile game but setting up ad monetization feels like too much engineering work, this is for you. Jungle Technology is the world's leading no SDK, no code branding ad network. Integration takes just 30 minutes, and publishers typically see 10 to 15% revenue growth with no SDK implementation and no disruption to the player experience. Jungle Technology powers monetization across 5,500 plus apps, including 7 of the top 10 gaming publishers. It serves as a direct demand layer that helps studios achieve up to 1.5 times higher eCPMs while maintaining full price control and transparency. Yeah, this game I really loved it. Okay, like they've taken both of these projects. They've taken Hexaway by Goodroid, and they're presenting it in different situations because I'm pretty sure Hexaway, Hexasort CPA should at least be $4 to $5, minimum $3 to $5. So trying with different themes, can they help the CPA with proven monetization from Hexaway and all? That could be pretty promising, I believe. That's why the developers are still attempting this thing. Meta Kingdom and even Word Puzzle Lab. Word Puzzle Lab trying with cars is pretty solid too. I mean, it's adding a separate layer of this thing you see now, your car going and bumping this thing in Hexaway kind of situation. So not too many updates, but these games are being updated too. So maybe next month or the upcoming month we can see like if this is a failure or this game is scaling. So yeah, this is again a typical block jam kind of game, but with arrows like Hexaway. So directional based puzzle by Boombox Games. I think Boom Bap Games is the one which had this triple match 3D, I believe, but maybe I don't know. But worth noting down if it's the same Boom Bap seems what I'm thinking. Then this puzzle could be very interesting. A new way of match 3D. Can that be with a directional based tapping game compared to clumsy overlapping tapping? You see now how match factor and all does. So yeah, this game I really like it. Okay, I'll tell you, this is one of my favorite projects too. So this update history might be wrong, okay, because after August 1st, I did not track it again. So this is done. This report is done before August 1st. So what they smartly did is like a marble sort is very hot right now. So they've taken rotate labs that 3D structure and did it. I mean, screwed them kind of thing, okay. And they're doing with marble sort. My favorite project for sure in terms of innovation. So should wait and see if this game would grow or what would happen. But a very interesting project for me. So you tap on this things like this 3D screw puzzles or 3D thread puzzles and all, and they did this with marble sort kind of mechanic. So very interesting project for me. Yeah, now let's see some color block jam inspirations. Yeah, dog escape. They're trying this kind of situations where you have a death situation. Okay, if that bee will bite the dog. So since I mean, Unico Studio is one of the huge studios. So if they are working, I want to see if a funny version of color block jump could be made. That's worth noting down if that could be made. So leaving the truck shot cargo puzzle is somewhat to Goodroid's car game, okay, which has similar mechanics, and this beats out by Voodoo the same mechanics, but the company is keeping on working, so they're betting on this mechanic. We should wait and see what would happen. So next thing, Sand Shape by One Tap Global, a pretty unique project. I mean, a unique logic based puzzle where we need to get specific shape and we need to completely fill the grid with colors. So launched on June, and if you see the number of updates, I believe this could. I mean, ignore the release date here, okay. I think our version history could be Android, the release date could be iOS slightly. Some mistakes could have been there, but very interesting. I mean, like I really love the idea of this puzzle, the way they have taken this logic puzzle and made us paint this thing like Miyodoko with a very unique twist with painting. That's how I call it. Worth noting down. One of my favorite puzzles. So, leaving that, there are too many Jigsaw games coming out. I mean, Say Games has launched a Jigsaw game where you need to Jigsaw Solitaire game where you need to get mini versions of targets. So that's pretty unique and like. Even Mindcrush, who's one of the top publishers, who's jumping onto the trend. So it wait and see like what this would become. And there's another thing which is happening to that. Lot of people recently they're taking a very proven puzzle. They're adding female avatars and making it for adult audience. So this is one of those games. Should see like how it would happen. But yeah, this was the game I was saying. Say Games one target based. The way you need to do jigsaw solitaire so that you reach the target. So very interesting project. I mean, we should wait and see if this would scale or not. But yeah, so this is again a typical Toon Blast, but with some cat metaconisume or cat story. What if creating your next game idea was as simple as selecting cards? Welcome to Next Big Ideas. With Game Fusion, pick one game and merge it with others instantly. Our AI generates build-ready game concepts, complete with new twist, progression ideas, and clear gameplay logic. Want something even more creative? Try Theme Remix. Choose a game, add a theme, and AI reimagines the entire experience. No guesswork, no creative blocks, just smarter game ideas, faster. This is my favorite game, okay? My very, very favorite game. It's There was a game like this by ICAM too. I forgot what was the game name, but instead of a match 3 or match factor kind of system, okay, what if a tree with clumsy objects? Very natural, you see now. Very natural, very unique. I really loved this project. And the way they're updating to, there is high chances this project could become something very huge. So out of the 3,000, 5,000 games released, we just want to show the best of the best games to you so that I think I think we made a mistake here. This is another wrong video, but ignore this. So yeah, this is another unique version of Color Block Jam done by Pixon Games. Color Block Jam where the screw is restricting some position of a block. We need to release the screws and clear the screws from the board. A very unique twist on Color Block Jam worth observing. If the game skills, I mean, like this could give birth to a huge set of Color Block Jam mini versions or Color Block Jam innovations, maybe. A very unique innovation, according to me. The way you need to clear the screws compared to exiting the block through the gate. So screw unlock by Pixon Games, worth observing. And I think they've taken the loop sort by Voodoo and they're trying to do with the thread kind of mechanics. So this is another project worth noting down. I mean, by Fuse Games, should wait and see. Exactly loop sort, but they're doing this with threads majorly. So if you see the mechanic and the updates are very solid too. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Okay, like major games, what are released and all. So we make everyone these kind of reports. Okay, if you want to become our paid subscriber to receive these reports and all, you can just get in touch with me. I'm there at nextbiggames.com. And if you really like this video, you can do give a subscribe too. And our point is nothing but we want developers to understand how many games are released, what are probably failing, what are looking very promising, so that they can take better chances of what games to pursue, what innovations to attempt, and have higher chance of success. That's the main purpose of making these kind of videos. So cool, guys. I'll be back with another episode very soon.